Alright, hello all. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we have quite a bit with this data download. Ironically, there are more characters in this data download than we had through all of TDC. Because we had, I think at least, because it was Golden Frieza, Gogeta, the Banner Unit Vegeta, EZA Golden Frieza, the Vegeta Kid free-to-play, Wrath Broly, Super EZA Broly, and Sub EZA Broly. I think that was it. So 7 characters throughout all of it. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like isn't that crazy? I don't know. I think that's kind of crazy personally. But anyway, we have a lot of characters to break down here. Now, real quick, I suppose I should pull this up actually. I'm going to cover this later on. We'll have a separate video with the updated calcs for it. I did see earlier, I've been busy, so I haven't gotten a chance to get around to them yet. These guys have calcs. They have special equips. So we'll do a separate video with the updated defense calcs for both 100% and 55% in one. Later on at some point, I just wanted to cover the actual brand new characters first. So with that being said, I mean, we're ready to get started here. Hopefully some of these guys are pretty good. I mean, it's just literally all free to plays though, so I don't know, especially because the last couple of World Tournament LRs have been kind of ass, but hopefully ChiChi's pretty good, and we're just going to work down that way. ChiChi into the World Tournament stuff, and then we'll finish off with the free-to-play baby cards. So, alright, here goes nothing. Please, ChiChi, be good. Alright, Goku's family. Category Key 4. HP. Oh, what the hell? Does she have a costume change? Or is that just like part of her animation? That's interesting. Okay. Sorry. Goku's family category Key 4, HP, attack and defense 130%. 12 key Turtle School Dance. Raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Causes colossal damage enemy. Okay. Bancho fan. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Mega colossal damage enemy. Pretty good. Activates the entrance animation when there's an ally whose name includes Goku. Captain Ginyu, etc. excluded on the team upon the character's entry. So she permanently gets 6 key, 159% the stats. And then Goku's family category allies get key 3, attack 70% for 2 turns. Okay. I mean, if she's just hyper built around Goku's family instead of just like fucking... You know, I like OG Dragon Ball, but when they build all of them around like OG Dragon Ball, it doesn't work out the best. That's pretty good effect though. We'll see what the rest of this has. Basic effects: attack and defense 100% up. High chance of launching an additional super attack. That's the bad wording. You'd want it to be a guaranteed additional with a high chance of being a super, because that'd increase the chances of hidden potential activation. But this is the bad wording. But okay. And then high chance of forming critical hit. When there's another Goku's family category ally attacking the same turn. Key 3, attack and defense 100% up. Great chance of launching additional super attack. Once again, the bad wording. All allies defense 20% up. Okay. When there is an ally whose name includes Goku attacking in the same turn. Key 3, attack and defense 159% up. Launches an additional attack. Okay, now this is the good wording. Launches an additional attack has a great chance of becoming a super attack. All allies defense 30% up. When attacking, attack and defense 150% up. For every attack performed. Chance of evading enemy attack 20% up within the turn. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, so that's why she's... I see. She actually looks pretty good to me. I'm actually pretty impressed. We have 259, 359, 459, 18, 518% phase 1, 568% phase 1 because of this, 150% phase 2. She has the dodge, decent SA effects. Does she have, no, okay, just making sure she doesn't have an active. I mean, her defense, I guess that is a World Tournament LR. And our links are, she's, wait, what? Oh, right, because it's F, god damn it. I hate when they do that. Because she's, like, 23rd World Tournament era. Even though it's OG Dragon Ball, which is why she has incredible adventure. Why she has incredible adventure, right? She's not on Dragon Ball. Now, keep in mind, this is a World Tournament LR, right? So the first one, we're probably only going to have her 10,000. So I will, for her, still do the 55% and 100% calcs. But for the rest of the batch, I'll probably just do Rainbow, because, I mean, they're free-to-play cards. This is the exception, because you literally can't get her 100% immediately. You could get a dupe in her if you grind hard enough. She looks really good, though. I'm actually really curious to see her calcs. She probably is going to vary quite a bit, but I actually like what they did with her. She looks like she's pretty good. She probably aged pretty well. Goku's family, there's not really a lead for it right now, but at least not one that I can think of. But I mean, Goku's family is always going to have buffs on the horizon, right? So I don't think that's too much of an issue. Okay, yeah, she's pretty good. We'll, I guess, continue on here. Once again, I mean, we'll get to the calcs later on. All right, next we have EZA Hellfighter 17. This guy, honestly, is kind of necessary. I believe he's on Corroded Body and... No, he's not. Okay. I thought he was on Corroded Body and Mind. Huh. Well, I mean, this guy could still be pretty helpful, but that's... Damn. Who? Because, like, Super 17, this guy would be a good partner for, but, like, where are you running both of them on? I don't know that you are, honestly. We need a new target Goku lead. Okay, well, we'll see what we got here. Strength type, key 3, HP attack and defense 100% up. Greatly raises attack and defense 1 turn. Scream damage enemy. Greatly lowers attack, okay. Basic effects, 250% attack and defense. High chance of evading enemy attack. Androids category allies get key 1, attack and defense 35% up. Artificial life forms category allies get key 1, attack and defense 35% up. Okay, so once again, I mean, this guy could actually be really crazy next to Super 17, because he does have Android Assault, which is 20% defense, also GT. So, I mean, that's 30% defense they're sharing. This guy's actually pretty important for that guy, so they kind of need a team together, like, as soon as possible. Yeah, 30%, okay. I mean, we'll have to see, but just keep in mind, this guy could be a pretty good buff to him, which he kind of needs it. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up, phase 2. Chance of evading enemy attack 17% up. When there's another androids or artificial life forms category ally on the team, attack and defense 170% up. Launches an initial super attack. When there's another androids or artificial life form category ally attacking in the same turn, attack and defense 170% up. Chance of evading enemy attack 17% up. He actually looks really good. Oh, are we actually having a really good World Tournament match for once? What the fuck? This never happens. This never happens. Because when attacking, he has 84% dodge. He has a lot of stats. Because this support hits him as well. So 320. Damn. He's 660% phase 1, 200% phase 2. Greatly raised. Guaranteed additional super. Yeah, although he's a World Tournament free to play, so his defense is really low. He has a lot of numbers, though. If you have him next to Super 17, if that becomes an actual setup we can run. See, I mean, this is kind of not good. That could be pretty interesting, but, you know, we'll have to see. I like him, though. I mean, with a low raw defensive stat, we'll need to actually see if these numbers prove to be enough, but it looks like they probably will be, so that's pretty good. All right, next we do have, you know, I believe this is from the start of the 23rd World Tournament, right? Or is this the 22nd? I think it's the start of the 23rd World Tournament where he shows up in this sort of outfit. Okay, hopefully he's pretty good. I think I remember his SSR being kind of interesting. I'm not really liking his TUR. I can't. It's been forever, though. Strength type key 3, 100% stats. Raises attack and defense 1 turn. Spring damage, lowers attack. Medium chance of stunning. Okay. Basic effects. He gets attack and defense 259% up. Launches 2 additionals, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack, so that's a good wording. Okay. For every attack performed, attack and defense 40% up to 200%. Damage reduction rate 10% up to 50%. Okay. That's pretty interesting. When there's another World Tournament category ally on the team. Alright, yep. There we go with the bullshit. Key 3, attack and defense 159% up. Chance of performing critical hit 30% up. When there's another World Tournament category ally attacking in the same turn. Attack and defense 100% up. Launches an additional super attack. What? All allies attack and defense 20% up for 2 turns when attacking. So what? That's actually insane. He gives 20% phase 2 support for 2 turns to allies. Now, admittedly, it does require, right, a World Tournament category ally in the same turn. I mean, if you have Tao or like Kid Goku, I don't have either of those, right? And you have this guy in Tien as a rotation. That could be interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, once again, I mean, he looks pretty good, but yeah, these stats are just so low. I don't, even with all the numbers, it might not be enough. We'll have to see. He looks good on paper, but it's just when you don't have the raw defensive numbers to back it up, it's kind of problematic. We'll see though. I like the baseline here. All right, now these are the guys that are really important. If they want Crota Body and Mind to actually be a team, these 3 need to be crazy. We'll see though. I don't have high expectations that they'll actually fulfill what they need to. All right, what do we got? Itching Towards Evil. Trunks Possessed. Int type, key 3, and HP attack and defense 50% up. Tech type enemies, attack and defense 30% down. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, supreme damage enemy. Raises allies attack by 18% for 3 turns, self-excluded. Okay. Corroded Body and Mind category or int type allies key 3, defense 30% up. Alright. Attack 30% up for allies whose name includes Baby or Possess. So he's giving 60% support on the Corroded Body Baby team. Or 30% to attack and defense. Pretty good. Per Corroded Body and Mind category ally on the team. Attack and defense 50% off. Okay, so if you have 7, that's 350%. Okay. When there's an ally whose name includes Baby attacking on the same turn, changes key spheres int to strength. Oh, because Baby needs them. That makes sense. Attack and defense 100% up. Chance of evading enemy attack and damage reduction rate 20% up. Guards all attacks. The fuck? When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. As the third attacker in a turn, or for one turn from the character's entry turn. Okay. Launches an additional super attack. High chance of evading enemy attack. Corroded body and mind category allies attack and attack 20% up. And then attack 30% up and transform a critical hit 10% up for allies whose name includes Baby or Possessed. What the hell? 7,230. Okay. I mean, he looks crazy for a free-to-play card. He actually looks really crazy. I'm not gonna go as far as to say this is like clone level. In fact, let me check. I don't trust this. I got duped before off this shit. Let's see. Do these guys? No, they'd be there. Character. No, okay. It was worth checking. So I was gonna say, if they have the special equips, you know, we could be in business. Still, he looks very crazy. Damn, they're actually making me really want Baby even more. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What is Goten gonna be doing here? Physical type key 3, HP attack and defense 50% up. Int type enemies attack and defense 30% down. Raises attack and defense for one turn. Supreme damage to enemy. Raises allies attack by 18% for 3 turns. So they're both doing attack. God damn. How much attack is this team gonna have? Okay. Corroded body and mind. Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. Corroded basic effects, corroded body and mind category are physical type. Allies get 3 key. Key 1, attack and defense 20% up for allies whose name includes Baby or Possessed. Per corroded body and mind category and lane team. Attack and defense 50% up. So, same sort of thing, free 50%. When there's an ally whose name includes Baby attacking in the same turn. Changes key spheres physical to strength. Attack and defense 100% up. Chance of evading enemy attack and damage reduction rate 20% up. Guards all attacks. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. Is this like the same sort of passive? Besides the... Because this is different, and this is different, and that's it so far. As a third attacker in a turn, or for one turn from character's entry turn. Guaranteed additional super. High chance of evading. Is this literally the same stuff? Corroded body and mind category allies attack and defense 10% up. Attack and defense 20% up. And chance of evading enemy attack 5% up for allies whose name includes Baby or Possessed. What the fuck? So this guy gives 50% phase 1 support to Baby or Possessed allies and 5% dodge. Oh my god, wait. What? Low defense again, but... Hold on, Dokkan. They might actually be really cooking here. Holy shit. These guys genuinely look like clone level. Alright, Gohan, please be the nail in the coffin. Be crazy too. Let's see. Tech type, key 3, HP attack and defense 50% up. AGL type enemies attack and defense 30% down. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Supreme damage enemy raises allies attack by 18% for 3 turns. So wait. Greatly raise defense. Raises attack and defense. Greatly raise attack. Interesting. Basic effects. Corroded body and mind category or tech type. Allies key 3, 30% defense up. Attack 30% up for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. Per corroded body and mind category ally on the team. 350% stats at max. When there's an ally whose name includes baby attacking in the same turn. Changes key sphere's attack to strength. Attack and defense 100% up. Chance evading enemy attack and damage reduction rate 20% up. Guards all attacks. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. As the third attacker in a turn, or for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack. High chance of evading. Corroded body and mind category allies defense 10% up. Defense 20% up and damage reduction rate 5. Damage reduction rate 5% for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. Well, Trunks got the weak one, huh? Crit. God damn. These guys look insane. Support. Guard. Great chance of evading. He foresees the enemy's super, so you always know where to allow your characters to avoid. When all allies attacking in the same turn are holy fuck. Wait, corroded body and mind might actually be really crazy. Now, admittedly, you need baby, and you're going to need the new LR, but god damn. Wow. I really did not expect them to go that hard. Okay, well. This batch looks very insane. All of them. All of them. All these characters. Wow. Dokkan actually cooked with a free-to-play batch. I'm thoroughly impressed. Alright, well, this initial part's been kind of long. I mean, there's several characters here. 6 characters, right? So, I'm going to cut away, though. I'm going to get to doing the defense calcs. This is probably going to take a while. Jeez. Damn, I really... I want baby now. I mean, I wanted him before, but especially now. Jesus. We'll see. I don't know. It might depend how my Dokkan date ticket summons go for the new LR. But if they go well, I might have to go all on a baby. Damn. Alright. I'm going to cut away. We'll be back. We'll get to the defense calcs. Alright, so we are back here. Took a little bit to do all of them. I mean, there were several characters. But we are done now, and I'm just going to go through them. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to try to go a little quick. If you want to pause, you can. So, starting out with LR World Tournament ChiChi. Now, I did say this, right? But given that she can really only be 55%, technically you could get her to 69%. Immediately, right? I wanted to calc that, right? For most free-to-play cards, I will only do the rainbow calcs. But for a World Tournament card, you know, a new LR or something like that, where it's like restricted, I will treat it like a premium character and also do the 55% calcs. So these are what you're going to see with her right now. Now, keep in mind, right, with how she works, she is getting the 20% dodge per attack, right? She has 2 attacks guaranteed. So you're guaranteed 40% dodge, right? You're getting 20% per attack. I'd say build her full additional. No matter what, you should proc it, hopefully. So even if it is just an additional normal, guess what? That's 60%. You succeed the high or the great chance, that's 80%. You succeed all 5, guaranteed dodge. So I mean, she's really crazy. I mean, you can get up to guaranteed dodge, up to 3.6 mil defense, 55%. Like I mean, that's crazy. Like this is a world tournament. Like I was pretty bewildered. This is a world tournament LR that's actually good. I feel like it's, me personally, I feel like it's been since Jackie Chun. Yeah, I haven't even liked any of the like EZAs or anything they've done since then. I feel like the last really good one, now I mean there's been good TURs, but the last good LR, EZA or new from World Tournament, in my opinion, was Jackie Chun, and that was like 2023. So it's been a while, right? I did also, however, calc her at Rainbow, just to show this is her max potential. Now, keep in mind, I mean, they only do something like, what is it, 4 or 5 world tournaments a year? Something like that. It's not a lot they do in a year. So, if you get first place local, you can get 2 of her. If you get, I believe it's 2 through 10, or is it 2 through 20, something like that, you can also get 1 copy of her. So, you do have to place decently in your local, and that will vary in how long it takes you to get her to Rainbow. But you could just say, relatively, it's going to be like a year. You know, you could say, give or take, 6 months, something like that, right? It also depends if you actually do the damn mode, or if you do every single one that always releases. I mean, you may miss one, and that would obviously extend how long it's going to take. But it's going to be a while before you can actually use her at this power. I just wanted to get these in now instead of, wait until it's actually possible. So I mean, you have this to refer to for later down the line, but this is what you'll actually see from her. Now moving on here, we do have World Tournament EZA Hellfighter 17. I didn't realize before, this guy literally only has 200% lead. It's these guys. They suck ass. They can EZA next year. They probably will. But until then, I think it is worth noting that it seems very clear that there is a lot of artificial life form, android, sort of target Goku stuff on the horizon. Especially with like Super 17's EZA. I mean, he needs that stuff, and it doesn't exist. So unless they're just like killing these guys for no reason, I don't. Stuff has to be coming at some point. I mean, we'll see when. But this guy's actually a really insane partner for EZA LR Super 17. If you can run them next to each other, Android Assault GT, this is 30% defense from the Link skill phase. He also gives 70% phase 1 support to Super 17. So Super 17 would actually look really, really good next to this guy. But, it's not really possible right now. So I did, make this long-ass note here. These first 2 are calced under double 170, given that you're not running the TURs there. And you could run this guy on Tao's team, which he only hits the 170, or like you could run, I don't know why you would, but you could run like Super 17, his EZA as your leader, right? So I mean, there are ways to run this character under a double 170, which is really the best you can get out of him right now. But I did also show, for the future, this is what 220% lead would do for this character. And I think for, having 84% dodge, I'd say pretty good overall, honestly. But yeah, continuing on, then we have World Tournament EZA Goku. Now this guy probably is the weakest of the bunch, I would say. I do like how he has the phase 2 support. That will be pretty significant, I feel, if you're actually able to take advantage of it, because World Tournament category ally. But that's the thing, World Tournament category ally. That's not no. Uh, just no. Now the only thing I can really think of is 23rd World Tournament Goku. This guy should be up for an EZA next year. I think he probably will EZA next year. I think we'll probably see Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo as a dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week next year. Because, Bulma's also going to be in line for her EZA. So I feel like it makes a lot of sense, right? And then they can give like an EZA to the DKP LR that released this year, right? Could be pretty good. So depending on how much power creep we get between now and then, this guy could be decent as like a floating support, but we don't know. Right now, I'd say he's probably not really good though, because you need to run World Tournament. World Tournament's kind of ass, right? So, next, now this is where it gets really crazy, really, really crazy. I did not expect these guys to be this good. So just like immediately, I know the I'm trying to get. I guess I don't need to show Thirst for Conquest in here. Listen, I know these numbers are not the most crazy. 2 million, like, that's ass. 900,000? What? But then you have to consider, right? These are meant to be slot 3 characters. They are giving at least 36% SA phase attack support for 3 turns. You have all of them floating. That's at least, right? What would it be? 90, 114% at least, and that's without getting any additional supers. Then they also have all this crazy amount of support. Like, these guys are just meant to make Baby and the new LR look really, really crazy. That's literally their entire purpose. And they have guard and 20% damage reduction and 70% chance to dodge. Now, there is a lot of locking fights, right? So you could definitely get screwed over. But I feel like they also were designed pretty nicely for 1 turn from character's entry turn. So it sort of gives you wiggle room to work around if you do get locked. If that character gets locked or someone else gets locked. So before attacking, ass. They will always die to supers. They are dodge or die versus supers. However, even like Gohan here, he will tank normals. Because once again, you got to think. Well, not like an AoE normal. But like, even Gohan, he does have the guard, the 20% damage reduction. He actually has 25% damage reduction. He'll be fine versus normals. You just need to dodge the super. And then we go to Goten. It's the same deal. So, I actually, like, I don't think these guys are like Rose clone level. I would not go that far. I also think it's, they don't have special defensive equips, which would help them significantly. It really would. My advice would be, and while I didn't do it here, just go like full defensive equips. Get the bronze, level 6 or 7 if you can. Get a gold, the dodge defense, and they should be golden. Honestly, I think they're pretty good for what they are. I honestly, seeing these guys, it'll depend on how my Dokkan Day tickets go. Like, if I get the new LR, I'll probably summon more on Baby to try and get him. If I don't, I won't, because then I have to chase 2 characters. But this team actually looks pretty fun to me. I'm not gonna lie. So, you do need your own Baby and the new LR. But if you have both, I mean, that's 6 characters. Your baby, friend baby, the new LR, these 3. And I mean, he's not good, but there's also like the possessed Trunks banner unit. I mean, no, he has to be slot 1. Yeah, I don't know. He's just kind of designed but pretty poorly, honestly. But you could fit a 7th onto the team. It's not the hardest, I don't think it should be, at least. But yeah, there we go. I mean, that's this batch done. I do need to do the special defensive equip calcs for the new LR, 55% and Rainbow. So I will get around to that soon. I'm going to edit this though and get these on Twitter and everything. So we'll get around to this at some point today. I'll definitely have it out before they go live. It'll probably honestly be within the next few hours that I have that video live, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because I do probably want to take a little bit of a break. These guys took a little bit to do. But yeah, I'm gonna end things here. Let me know what you're thinking of the match overall. I mean, this, for all being free to play cards, I think I'm actually very impressed. I think Dokkan cooked. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.